Hi. In this video we'll be doing the lab for the starting of the methods in C#. So this is a lab where you need a picture, so you can just go online to any web browser and just type in light bulb on and light bulb off. So get two separate pictures like that, one light bulb on and a light bulb that's off. Save those to your computer. So once you do that, I'm in Writer, so I've started up the design window. We could do this by instantiating the objects, but the problem is that you need a layout. So that alone can be it's kind of difficult. Layouts can be hard because you have to kind of just type some code out and then test it, see how it looks. Because I guess pretty much forms, they're made for easy stuff. There's an advanced version of Windows Forms. They use XML, but we haven't talked about that. But so pretty much we'll just stick with the we'll stick with the design window for now. Don't worry, in the lab I'll show you how in a lab coming up soon we'll talk about how to instantiate all those objects. But pretty much what we could do is basically here, actually no, here. If this would work. Okay, so if we have, what happened there? Okay. So we could say that we want a picture box. And we want to call it a picture box. Oops, yeah, private picture box. In the constructor, then we could say picture box points to new picture box. That should be alright. So that's pretty much how you do it. Now a picture box itself would take some extra things, perhaps some parameters. Then you have to put it in a layout. The layout itself is kind of hard, so we'll be talking about that later on, but that's how easy it is. That's all you really need to do. But in this case you want to put the picture box somewhere special, or else it's just going to be floating somewhere random. There is a way to it's going to take too long to do it that way, but you could just pick a point on the axis, in this case the form, and it would place it there. Or you can make a layout. You could divide the screen into two. You could have just two columns and one row or something. You could place it on there like that. So I'll show you guys how to do that later on. That's going to take too long for now. So right now we're just going over methods, so we could just comment those out, but that's how you do it. So what we really need to do first, basically we could just go to the design window here, click the toolbox, systems.windows.forms. You could say we want a picture box. We could just place one there. Then we could place another one here. Okay, so then now once we have that, we can name them. So we can reference them. So let's just say we make this something like that. And that, then so one's going to be picture on, but the other one's going to be picture off. Okay, so we have that here. So this one will, on the left, we'll call it or light on picture box. So I'll click that, change the identifier here to light on picture box. I think it's silly that this textbook doesn't actually, basically the curriculum we learned from, they didn't teach us about all the layouts and everything. I'm not sure why, but you can always find the layouts in the docs. There's different layouts. I'll show you at least one or two of them when we start coding everything 100%. So I'll do a few examples where we code everything 100%. Not exactly now, but at some point. Actually, I'll try to do at least one of those labs pretty soon. So maybe we can talk about how the layouts work. So anyways, here we have light on picture box. So we could click the tab here. Choose image. Import. If you can see that. So then here we'll have downloads. I'll just pick, not sure which one's on or off. I think the first one I set on, so that should be fine. Okay, that didn't fill the whole screen, so we'll just go with what the heck happened there? Is that as big as it gets? Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Nope. That's dumb. It's changing the size. Perhaps the image is too small, so we'll just have to go with that, so that'll work. Okay, so that should be fine. Something like that, which actually doesn't look too bad. So then here we'll have this one over here. We'll change the identifier to light off picture box. Whoops. My bad. Okay, so light off picture box. Then we'll just click the same thing here. I'll click that button. Little tab thing, choose image, import. I'll select the picture. This one's going to be off. I'll hit OK. Go with, it's going to be too much here. That's the best we're going to do. I know it's not 100% to size correctly. We'll just go with something like that. Okay, so the best one is the zoom, so we'll just leave it at zoom. So that's pretty much it. I think we maybe, actually, yeah, so that's fine. So now we just need a label and a button. Technically there's two buttons. We could have an exit button, but we won't need that. So click the thing on the side of the toolbox. I'll put a label here, which is super small for some reason. So we'll have one just like that. Actually, it's probably too big. Just something like that. So we'll change that to light state label. Then we'll change the text. I guess to on first. Auto size will set true, and then we'll change the font. We'll change that to something bigger. So just something like 36, that should be fine. Okay, so that's fine. So then we'll have a button. Just need one button, we don't need an exit button. So we have a button there, like that. Call it switch button. Whoops. So switch button, change the size, auto size to true. I should have probably set this up first, but that's okay. So then we'll have here, we'll change that to 36. Haven't done one of these in a while anyway, so that's alright. So then here we'll have switch light. And that should be pretty much it. So actually doesn't look too bad. So we have our label here, our button, light on picture box and light off picture box. Then our label here. Actually, I think we're supposed to put those on top of each other. The light on picture box control is on top of the light off picture box control. Okay. So we'll drag those on top of each other like that. Just like that, except they're somehow backwards. Okay. Let's go with that one there like that. Then we'll try to put this one on top like that. Which seems to not work 100%. That's okay, it should be fine for now. So do that somehow, then we will, I think we've done this before, haven't we? In some kind of other example. Okay, so we're going to actually, instead of what we normally do where we click and generate an event handler, we're just going to get right into the code here. Instead of generating an event handler. So we're actually going to create our own method here. So we do that by just typing some stuff here. If it will type. Okay, so here we'll just have a private void. Turn light on. Well, we don't need that first capital, so turn light on like that. We'll say light on picture box. We're referencing it, we're saying dot visible points to true. We'll say light off picture box dot visible points to false. And we'll say light state label dot text points to on, like that. And we're pretty much doing something similar for the next one, so we'll say private void. So it's a private void method, it's private, it doesn't return anything because it's void, and we're going to call it turn light off. So here we'll say light off picture box dot visible points to true. then light on picture box dot visible points to false. Then we'll say light state label dot text points to off. So that's pretty much it. Something else here. Okay, so we're gonna actually go back to the design window. We'll double click the switch light button. We'll get an event handler here. Take that exception out. Then we'll say if light on picture box dot visible points to true. We could have just called light on picture box dot visible, I think. Then we could say turn light off. Else we could say turn light on. So that's pretty much it. So when you click the button, either it's basically just gonna turn on or off. In this case, the picture box would change. So let me just make sure that works. So I'm just gonna run that. You guys won't be able to see because it's I'm using Windows Recorder. I should have used the other OBS Studio. Okay, so it does work. So you click the button, the light goes on. You switch it again, the light goes off. It's happening through an effect where the pictures are the same color. In this case, the background's black, so it works. So I just went to my web browser, just typed in light bulb on, light bulb off, got two different light bulbs. Make sure they have the same background, like black or white, whatever. Make sure the color is like the color of the background is the same, so it actually has the proper effect. And make sure that the size of the pictures are the same, so the effect works. But anyways, that's it. The point of this video is that basically we learned how to create custom methods here, or that we just wanted to call it turn light on, and we wanted to do some kind of code inside which helped us. So we created our own methods this time rather than the event handler that we usually use. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys liked the video, you can like and subscribe to support the channel for more programming and investing tutorials. In the next video, we'll be continuing with methods, probably moving on to value returning functions and some kind of lab with that. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.